people pleasing, making sure everybody's happy all the time,
Yes.
saying yes to, it just changes where you go, no, or that I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that because it's
I
just
call
better.
it the no fucks syndrome.
Like leading up to your 30th birthday, what were you guys feeling? What were you guys going through?
Ooh, who wants to go
Because
first?
everybody like sees it differently.
Yeah.
I was excited to turn 30. Because I was
too.
like, oh my God, finally this bullshit's over.
20s, confusing, crazy times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've kind of like hit your stride.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you kind of
Yeah.
like are settled into your skin. It's like you get to that point where you're like, I am in my 30s. I don't care what anyone thinks
Yeah.
of me.
You care less.
That
Sure.
completely changes. The people pleasing, making sure everybody's happy all the time,
Yes.
saying yes to, it just changes where you go, no, or that I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that because it's
I
just
call
better.
it the no fucks syndrome. I completely lost all of my fucks when after I turned 30. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nice. Y'all know me, I ain't that nice. I'm not that nice now. Like, I used to be so nice. But I also was being run over a lot because I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And now I've discovered that for me in my life, it's not about being nice. It's about being kind. And I think that there's a huge difference.
There is,
You know,
yeah.
I don't have to be nice to anyone, but I can be kind to people, and I treat people in kind to how they treat me and as to what they deserve. And I feel so much more comfortable saying no because I'm like, part of being kind is being kind to myself and what I need. And having that feeling of being powerful enough to say, what you are giving me does not serve me.
There's a lot of that. Because like now, I mean, we also have more bills to pay. We have like other baby.
Right.
You know, it's like you learn how to prioritize your life so much more.
Yeah.
And like the people that you spend time with, and you know, how you spend your time, where you spend it is just more precious.
You know, your circle becomes so different because when you're in your 20s, your circle is like quantity.
Yeah, it's like,
You know?
yeah, because you want to
Quality over quantity.
But when you're in your 30s,
in your 30s,
it's quality.
Yeah.
When people would say, you know, I would hear people say things when I was younger, you know, I'd rather have 4 quarters, you know, than 10 dimes. And that
Is that a New
hits.
Orleans thing?
Yeah, it is. It's
I've never heard of that.
really? Look, really? No one's ever heard that? No. But I mean, it's true. Like, I would rather have 4 quarters than 10 dimes.
Yeah, because
it's more quality.
Laundry money? Just kidding.
I mean, but I mean, like, y'all are quarters, you know? It's like there's so much more quality packed into the people that you spend time with.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much about being seen and being out, because you don't need anyone's approval. You are who you are, and either they're going to take you or they're going to leave you. But when you have your quarters around you, they know who you are. They respect who you are. They encourage you to respect who you are. They accept you where you are. And they're there for you in a way that those dimes are not going to be there for you.
It feels so nuts to be like, it takes this long to figure out like where you want, like how you're going to live your life and who you are. And people have in the past historically gotten married so much sooner, and like people don't know who they are when you're that young.
Yeah.
No, they don't. That you don't know
And
who
you
you are.
commit to the rest of your life. It's like, okay, like you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. I mean, I got married at 26. Who am I to know? But
Yeah, but still people
I was
like get
28.
married right
Yeah.
out of high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Pierce and I would not have been together if I met him at 26.
Jason says that all the time. If we'd gotten together earlier, we wouldn't have worked out.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
And when you get to that point in your 30s where you're just like I said, the fucks are no longer given.
Yeah.
you feel so good in your skin because no one can tell you that your version of womanhood is not valid at that point because you've lived in it and you know it's valid because it's worked for you.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's so important and empowering about being in your 30s and the life experiences, the ability to say no. No is such a powerful word, you know, and being from the South, you're supposed to be pleasing and you're supposed to smile and you're supposed to say yes, please, and thank you. And everything is supposed to be in its place and put together perfectly. And you don't have to always be that person. You don't have to live in anyone's standards.
Yeah.
And you can say no and you can say it boldly and happily and be like, bitch, no.
Yeah.
That's my favorite phrase, bitch, no. You know, or my favorite.
No, oh, that one.
Just no words.
And then I walk away because it no longer serves me.
There's no is such a powerful word. And I heard this weekend, no is winning. Like especially like we can say yes to everything, you know?
Yes.
But I feel like that comes from a place of like fear that if we don't say yes, we're going to miss out on something.
Or someone's not going to like us.
Or someone's,
Right.
things like that. And there's so much power and so much winning when we say no because we self-preserve. We are human. We only have so much energy and so much time. So like it's grounding ourselves in our worth and our value that we have learned and, you know, owned over the how many years.
Right.
So I take it when you were turning 30, you were excited.
I was, you know, for me, 29 was a rough year. Just, you know, shake up in friends and, you know, those interpersonal relationships, especially for me not being from California. You know, I had only been in California for a few years. And
When did you move here?
you're trying to show my age, girl. Anywho.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm like, girl. Anyway.
Don't give me that eye.
Girl. But you know, I had just gotten really comfortable with being here and I had a group of friends and I was comfortable and I was settled. And that year was when those friendships fell apart. And I realized I was spending a lot of time people pleasing. So I moved. You know, that was actually the year that I started at Anthony's studio. Yeah, that was the year that I came for the first time. I think that I was excited to start a new chapter in my life. I was excited to stop caring what people thought. And that took time. It wasn't an overnight. You hit 30 and suddenly you don't care anymore. But, you know, I feel like that was the start
feels like for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm like, I don't care about wearing makeup. I don't care about impressing anyone. I don't care if people want me to go out and I don't want to go out and I'd rather stay in and sleep. I really don't care what anybody thinks anymore. It was literally a switch. It really
kind of flipped and you went, oh.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But like this year, that's kind of what happened.
I will say turning 30 for me had a whole mixed bag of emotions. Not that, so I have 3 brothers and I'm the only girl. And so it was this whole thing. I watched them turn 30. In fact, my older brother, Seth, said, 30's not going to get you, 31 will. And he was so right. 30, you're celebrating. You're getting ready to go.
Oh,
I'm turning
really?
31. There's like that, you know, there's a celebration, a party. What you do, you go, well, look where I am. Look where I was in my 20s. Look where I am romantically, career-wise, all these things. You're like, oh, it's 30, it's a party. Then you turn 31. And you're like, I am in my 30s.
That's true.
I am truly an adult.
Oh,
31
no,
gets you.
I never hear
not
about 31. I only hear about
Because
30.
it's harder.
30's a celebration. But on top of that, so it's coming up, and I had just cut bangs. I was married to the love of my life. I'm getting, you know, my health was getting back on track. I was like, all right, this is great. I'm getting new headshots. You know, people were like, oh, you're turning 30. Oh my gosh, you don't look in this industry. That's great. I'm like, thank you. I'm there to do my headshots, and I'm getting into wardrobe. And the person before me was on their last look. And they're in the makeup chair, and I'm there being like, oh, I love this, oh my gosh. And it was the same photographer I had shot with, I think, 6 years earlier. And I'd been saving up to go back to them because I loved them so much. And I wanted these, I'm a woman, you know,
right.
I'm in my 30s, you know, headshots. But I still, you know, in this industry, you don't want to always, you know, say, hi, I'm 30.
Right.
So I'm getting ready, and the makeup artist and the woman in the chair are having a conversation. and they start talking about Botox. And I'm just listening as to what they're talking about. And they go, oh, well, when did you start? And she said, oh, about 15 years ago, blah, 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 blah. And you went, oh, yeah, the second you turn 30, you have to start in this business or it's all over. And I heard them say it right before I was going to be taking these headshots. And you want to talk about something messing with your brain where suddenly you go, wait, I'm not this sweet, sexy little ingenue anymore. I am getting older in this industry. Am I supposed to do Botox? I don't want to do Botox. I've never thought about doing Botox. Do I have to?
LA.
And then you
Right
start looking in the
before
mirror like, are those
you do a
frown
headshot
lines? Like,
session.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So it was like definitely a whole bag of, I was proud, and then it was am I?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It like makes you doubt yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then I
Wow.
turned 31, freaked out I was turning 31, and then owned it. And now I
Okay,
absolutely
okay.
love being in my 30s. But actually turning 30 had a weird box of mixed emotions.
I have to
So
say,
true.
welcome to the 30 Club.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the 30
30s not giving a fuck.
Not giving a fuck. Unfortunately, I really do feel like there is a lot of ageism.
I can't let anybody else like ruin that for me.
So I always
God.
assumed I was going to get married at 25.
In a society that profits off of our insecurities.
Because we really are just doing whatever we want.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.